In the physical world, food is nourishment, but in the spiritual realm, food can be a doorway, a connection, or a trap. Every bite isn't just chewing, it's agreement. Every meal, a message, and not all meals are sent from God.
Amani, wait. Who gave you that?
Relax. Just some lady from my cousin's side. Said she made extra. Looked tasty, so I figured, why not?
Did you pray over it?
Not yet. I mean, it's just food. What's the big deal?
Amani. Food carries more than taste. It carries intention. It carries spirit. You don't know what altar it came from. You don't know what words were spoken over it. What hands prepared it, and with what heart.
But it's just a meal, right? Everyone's eating.
Everyone's consuming. But not everyone knows what they're agreeing to. Some food feeds your stomach. Some feeds your bondage. And some food steals your light in exchange for temporary pleasure. Ask yourself, why you? Why now? Why that plate?
The spiritual realm is subtle, but it speaks. Sometimes in dreams, sometimes in delays, and sometimes in the food we should have refused. Here are signs that the food before you is not just food. Sign 1. You feel uneasy before eating it. That feeling right before you take the first bite, when something in you whispers, wait, that's not anxiety, it's not paranoia, it's discernment. The spirit always knows what the mind can't see. Your soul can pick up on energy before your senses can name it. That subtle tightness in your chest, the moment of hesitation, that random thought, maybe I shouldn't, it's not coincidence, it's warning. Sometimes, it's not your fear holding you back, it's your guardian. Your spirit is speaking louder than your appetite. Listen, not every meal is for your mouth. Some were designed to touch your destiny, for better, or for worse. In this life, even your hesitation might be divine protection. Sign 2. The giver watches you too closely.
Here is your food. Amani.
Okay.
Some people feed the body, but others are feeding your spirit, not with love. Not with kindness, but with intention, with control, with spiritual contracts hidden in plain sight. If their eyes stay on you after the gift, if they lean in, eager, not with joy, but with expectation, ask yourself, what are they really serving me?
Amani. Some foods are not just meals. They're altars. Built with whispers. Served with secret motives.
You think she meant harm?
Not everyone feeds you to bless you. Some feed you to bind you. That plate might look like hospitality, but in the spirit, it could be a transaction. One bite. An event, an agreement you never signed.
Not all smiles are safe. Not all gifts are pure. Some people don't just want your thanks, they want a piece of you. Be careful who feeds you, because in the spirit, a plate can be a prison, and a meal, a hidden ritual. Sign 3. You feel drained or confused after eating.
Why? Do I feel like I can't think straight?
Are you okay, Amani?
What was that?
If what feeds you, weakens you, that wasn't nourishment. That was a transaction, a spiritual exchange, where energy left you, but nothing returned. Food is meant to replenish, to restore, to revive, but this leaves you emptier than before, because it was never about the meal, it was about the access.
You think it's really that serious?
Yes, Amani. In this life, everything is spiritual. Even what you eat. Even who you eat it from. Food can open doors. To health. To clarity. To blessing. Or it can open doors to confusion. To delay. To covenants you never knew you made. Some doors don't close easily once opened.
Discernment is the first defense. Protection begins with awareness. Not all hunger is physical, not all food is safe, and not every full stomach means a filled spirit. Sign 4. The person has a history of envy or strange energy around you.
Who gave you the food again?
Her name's Nyasha. She's kinda been weird with me lately. You know, too nice sometimes, then out of nowhere, throwing shade. Backhanded compliments. Side eyes when others are looking. That kinda thing.
And you're eating from her? Amani. Spiritual energy doesn't disappear. It marinates. If envy is in the cook, it enters the meal.
Good afternoon, class. Everyone should emulate Amani. She is focused and knows why she is in school. Congratulations, Amani. You did well in your chemistry practicals.
Thank you.
A bitter heart can't serve a pure meal. What's in the soul of the one who prepares it seeps into what's offered. Words may lie, smiles may pretend, but the spirit tells the truth, through taste. Envy is invisible to the eye, but tangible to the spirit. It can dress itself as kindness. It can speak softly while harboring storms. When you accept food from someone whose heart is unsettled toward you, you're not just receiving a meal, you're receiving their energy.
You wouldn't drink from a poisoned cup, even if it was served with a smile. So why eat from a bitter hand?
I didn't think it was that deep.
It always is. Especially with envy. Because envy isn't just dislike. It's a desire to dim your light. And if someone can't bring you down with words, they'll try with something that seems harmless. Like food.
In the spirit realm, every offering carries a frequency, and every frequency has a consequence. Don't ignore the patterns. Don't dismiss the off feeling. Where there's envy, there is spiritual danger. Protect your plate and your peace. They say it's just food. But in the realm of the spirit, nothing is ever just anything. Food has always been more than nourishment. It was through food that Adam and Eve lost Eden. Genesis 3:6 One bite, and the eyes of their spirit were opened, to shame, to separation, to death. It was food that Esau exchanged for his birthright. Genesis 25:29-34 A moment of hunger became a lifetime of regret. Not because the stew was cursed, but because the transaction was spiritual. Even in the New Testament, Paul warns, you cannot partake of the table of the Lord and the table of demons. 1 Corinthians 10:21 Because a meal is never just a meal. It is fellowship, it is covenant, it is invitation. The enemy doesn't always come with horns. Sometimes, he comes with hospitality, with a warm smile, and a plate full of harmless offerings. Your spirit is sensitive, it knows that strange dream after the meal. That sudden confusion, that lingering heaviness in your chest. Those aren't coincidences, they're consequences. Guard your gates. Not just what you hear or see, but what you consume. Pray before you eat. Not out of ritual, but out of discernment. Ask the Holy Spirit to reveal hidden intentions. Ask for wisdom. Ask for clarity. Ask for protection. Because in this life, everything is spiritual.